Hello, Minasan. This is Yakidachi, your boomer VTuber with a nose for nostalgia and nose for news saying, hello. Yes, I survived the opening of a long weekend. For some reason, people just aren't as, shall we say, careful or attentive or even aware. I've been bumped into, almost crashed into like numerous times today and I'm already sick of it. Like, uh, I got crashed into in the pool and it re-aggravated my leg injury. Not too much, but it's annoying. So yeah, so everyone else can have fun and not be accountable for their actions, and I, following the rules, gets punished as usual. So, heck with rules, right? Oh my god. People think rules go on a holiday when they go on a holiday. It's like, no, no, laws of physics, medical conditions, all that stuff. They're still there. But you know what? What isn't there? Your intelligence. Sorry, that took a vacation apparently. So I've had people genuflect massively after the fact, but like, oh, yeah, I have to live with this condition for the rest of my life. You have to live with this shame for 15 minutes. Seems doesn't seem fair. Oh well. I just know that karma catches up to me, but it also will catch up to them at some point. So, uh, one T-shirt I have to make is "My karma just ran over your dogma." There you go. So maybe I'll do that after the stream tonight. Tonight's drink of choice is again orange slushy because the other ones don't quite quench my thirst. They have a green apple one, but it's kind of tart, and I find myself thirsty afterwards, which is not the point of drinking something cold and liquid in the summer. And yeah, and the blue strawberry just seems, well, that's too weird. It also gives me a deep blue tongue afterwards. So if I want to look like a lizard tongue, then yeah, sign me up. No thanks. Um, So, given all the shenanigans I've had to avoid all day, it's going to be really hard pressed to say what is the most beautiful thing I saw today, except it wasn't. Again, where man and women in this case fail, where men and women fail, nature can pull through. So, thanks, nature. I will talk about the most beautiful thing I saw today later. If you look at this recap this weekend schedule, tomorrow there'll be a short stream starting at noon. It's going to be J-pop karaoke, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy doing that. But it's my first time doing just an all J-pop one, so we'll see how that goes. I have a big family event that night, so it'll be the I won't be streaming tomorrow night, so just a short one on Saturday, just to maintain my singing on Saturday streak. And I'm going to start a new streak, a short one, mind you, because I'll interrupt it with video movies every once in a while. It'll be New Game Sunday, so I'm actually going to try play demos of new games, just to sort of give them a try, see how they feel, so whether I can, if you chat can recommend that we go ahead and just play the whole darn thing. Let me know. Comment below whether we want to see more of that game, and we'll play it. Or if it just sort of no comment means no interest, then I'll move on to the next new game. So it's just for people like me who have shorter attention spans. Well, that was an interesting 5 seconds. Next, what else? Oh yeah, and then on Monday, holiday Monday, because it's the truth be told, I mean, I usually go out for a late night dip somewhere uh, after work, and but because holiday Monday, nothing's open at least at night. So I figured, well, it's like a double Sunday, so I'll do something at 9:30 after work. It'll be karaoke for sure. It'll be mixed bag, and we'll go from there, right? So then hopefully the schedule start to sort of become more regularized again, starting after Labor Day. With people going back to the office, everything's fully staffed, and um, what else? Oh yeah, and the kids are back in school. Right, right, and yeah, I'm working on a a couple of more tribute karaoke tribute themes. I don't like I said, tomorrow's just gonna be a short bout of J-pop just to try it out. Having no English songs, no English crutch tomorrow. I will be speaking English between songs, mind you, because my Japanese harashimasu skoshi. So, um, uh, even though I'm Japanese Canadian, but I'm so far removed from the homeland. Uh, you know, I'm also have Timbits instead of mochi. That's all I can say. Yikes. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's about it. So, um, we're gonna start the game. Since we last left, I've my direction or misdirection of poor Miss Stella has had her die 3 times. Ay ay caramba! And we just left the game as a quick recap. She's trying to cross a creek, but it's ice cold with fast moving water. And the last time she tried, got frustrated with me and just started swimming by herself. And of course, she drowned. Oh, these AIs are remarkably stubborn. And I'm looking at you, Neurosama. And um, because she goes, no. She has that sort of weird inflection. She goes, no. Instead of no. And so, I'm sorry, I'm drinking away here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this. I'm going to try and convince her to do another tactic to cross the river, hopefully with better odds. Otherwise, I'm just going to, anyway, hear her do worse than crash out. All right, let's get started. Oh, man. Oh, still started the video. Okay, I'm accepting the video call.
Damn it! I spent hours killing myself to get across these plains, and now I'm stuck with this river blocking my path. It goes about as far as I can see in either direction. I need to get across if I'm gonna make it to Mount Hermes and survive. I am running out of time. You got any ideas?
Okay, I'm gonna try and get her up again on the screen, but they do bounce between two different windows. Okay. What I would suggest is see if there's anything that's jutting into the stream, like a fallen log or something, and using that as a jumping off point to cross the stream. Uh, since we don't have rope and anything to construct with, maybe also drop some grass in the water to see where the water flow is. All right. What do you think?
I like the idea of using logs, but those whirlpools in the middle, they're giving me pause. The current's way too strong for comfort. Even if I find a log, it could be really slippery or unstable. And tossing grass in might not tell me much about the deeper spots where I'd actually need to step. What if we're missing something? Should we think about other options too?
Well, if you find a branch that you can lash onto the log, with some grass. Maybe you could create a pole jutting out into the water, and even if it goes past the other side of the bank, it doesn't have to be attached, but it can afford you some distance to propel yourself with and pull yourself towards shore. What do you think?
Hmm, that's actually pretty clever. But I'm worried the grass might not hold up well under tension, especially if the current's as strong as it looks. And even if I get it set up, there's still a good chance I could lose my grip or the whole thing could shift while I'm halfway across. What if you had any thoughts on how to make it more secure?
Well, you can have it tied to your wrist somehow. Maybe bend a branch and knot it around your wrist, and then knot it around the branch jutting out. So at least you'd have a fail safe. Also, is there anything around or on you that could be used as a flotation device? Hmm.
Tying it to my wrist. That might work for some extra security. But I'm still really worried about the strength of these grasses holding up. As for flotation, I don't have anything inflatable with me, and I don't think my suit would keep me afloat if I went under. There's some larger branches around from that tree that are heavy and might just drag me down if I try to use one as a float.
Well, then use it as the opposite thing. Use it as a pole, and if you can touch bottom, then you can actually uh, uh, use it to push yourself forward a bit, like almost like being in a boat or a paddle boat, and you can push yourself along the bottom with a pole.
Using a pole for support could work if the current wasn't so powerful. But what if it gets ripped out of my hands, or I slip on a rock underwater? The river bottom looks uneven from here. What if I push too hard and lose my footing halfway across?
Well, that's that's why I said to just try and maybe not try and walk across on straight up and down, maybe on all fours. You lower the center of gravity and you're less likely to tip over until you get to the edge of the log.
Crawling on all fours, it's worth a shot, but I'm still worried about that current. Even if I'm lower, it could easily knock me over if I'm not careful. And the bottom's so uneven. What if I put my weight down in a hole or on a slippery rock? Is there anything else we could do to make this safer?
Well, the only thing I can think of is, like I said, if you can find another uh, a sturdier stick or a tree that is smaller that you can somehow make it attached to the larger log jutting out. Um, Otherwise, crazy thing would be to pole vault over.
I can see why you'd think that, but finding another sturdy tree to attach might be tricky. And even if I do, the current could still knock it loose. And pole vaulting? That's just way too risky. If I don't land perfectly, I could end up hurt really badly. Is there anything else we haven't thought of yet?
Hmm. Oh, finally. Sorry. Oh man. Sorry guys. Let me try and Ah, there we go. I was trying to find where the heck was this? All right, so here we go. Well, Stella, I can't say that I I can't think of anything more than other than dropping rocks into the river to make sure that that rolling rocks or something in order to even up the bottom. I mean, I'm running out of ideas. I'm not sad to say.
Dropping rocks could mess with the currents even more, and if they're big enough to make a difference, I'd have to be careful not to make it worse. I'm not giving up yet. There has to be another way. Want me to scout a bit upstream or downstream to see if there's anything else we're missing?
Yeah, I would say look uh, upstream and downstream. Also downstream, there might be maybe a narrow. There might be more debris stuck together, and that could create sort of a uh, um, a platform to get close to the other side.
Alright, let me take a look.
Okay. So, sorry guys, I was trying my OBS and I finally found a channel that would work to get the picture going. Uh, my bad.
Upstream, I can see what looks like a shallower spot. The water's calmer there, but it's still risky. Downstream, there's actually a fallen log. It's partially submerged, but it might be useful. What do you think we could do with it?
Well, the fallen log might have uh, behind it a an area of calm water. So what we could do is just if you're able to go out on all fours and sort of tap along the log and see where the log might end, you might be able to have a little bit of calm water in behind. But shallows are good too. I had to speak quickly there. I was running out of time.
The log does look like it might go a ways across. But like I said before, it's hard to tell if it's stable enough to trust my weight on it. And even if there's calm water behind, what if it's not deep enough to actually help if I slip? The shallows upstream are tempting, but those undercurrents still worry me. What do you think would make either of these options feel safer?
Well, again, I would drop some grass in the water to see how fast the currents are on either side. And the slower, I hate to say it, but the slower surface current probably wins in decision making. And then also, again, just probing with a stick and seeing how much force the water's pushing against the stick might be uh, when you dip it under the water surface.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just need to figure out the best way to test it without putting myself in danger.
Right,
Maybe I can find a long, thin branch that won't get pulled away if I stick it in.
right,
That way I can feel out the current without getting too close to the edge.
right. That sounds very reasonable, and uh, and uh, and offloads a lot of risky guesswork.
Yeah, no point in taking stupid risks when I can test it out first.
Right.
I'll find a good stick and see what the current's doing. Just hoping it gives us some kind of answer. This river's really got me on edge.
Well, I don't. I unfortunately can't say I blame you. I mean, we're on a strange planet after all, and we don't know all the risks involved. But all we can do is use our brains and do our best.
Yeah, it's hard not to think about all the things that could go wrong. But you're right. We've got to use what we've got and hope it's enough. I'm going to go find that testing stick now. Hopefully, it gives us a better idea of what we're dealing with.
Yeah, do so and then come back to me with the results. I look forward to them.
Got it. I'll be right back with what I find out.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll see you in a bit.
Alright, I'll check back in soon. Wish me luck this actually works.
I will definitely wish you luck. That's for sure, Stella. Take care.
Thanks. I'll need it. I really need to find a way across soon, so I'll have to end this call after I check back with you. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Well, as always, it's great to talk with you, and but I still hope to get you off that planet soon enough. So let's do this.
I really appreciate that. But I have to go now. I need to get across this river as fast as I can if I'm going to make that rocket launch. I'm going to try swimming across. It's risky, but I don't have a lot of other options right now. I'll contact you again once I'm on the other side, okay? I have to end this call now.
Uh-oh. Dang. All right. Well, I was trying to persuade her not to anyway. We'll see what happens. Let me just sorry. Okay, I just can't again, I can't make the currents too strong. I'm being pulled over. I can't. Oh crap. Oh god, she drowned. Frick. Okay, that's why I said back in time. Ah, man. So let's go back to the riverbank. Confirm. I will return to the earlier data log and lose all the chat logs up to that point. That's fine because that resulted. That's two times she's drowned because she just went for a swim. I just said, just all of a sudden she seemed to be cooperating. Like, oh come on, all right. So, and I tried to be more fast talking because I thought maybe that would sort of uh, set momentum in motion rather than just sort of deliberating and being like Hamlet and going, to be or not to be, that is the question. Shall I suffer those things in Arrow's outrageous fortune? Like, just like analysis paralysis kind of thing. But maybe that's what I got to do is buy time and get into analysis paralysis. What do you think, Chad? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Give me a second here. Just, okay. Let me just do this. I'm just, uh, do this. Okay, sorry. that's, that's me. I'm just checking out my other on my other computer here. All right, sorry. I'm a bit scuffy. I got bonked on the head. I got bonked on the head. You know that. Okay. So I'm gonna be a little delirious today. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna answer accept the call. She's calling me back. We've gone back in time.
hours killing myself to get across these plains. And now I'm stuck with this river blocking my path. It goes about as far as I can see in either direction. I need to get across if I'm gonna make it to Mount Hermes and survive. I am
Here
running
we
out of
go.
time. You got any ideas?
Oh boy, I have ideas. Okay. What the heck? Okay, okay, let me just formulate something here. Oh my god. No, I can't click on the screen. Oh my god, guys. All right. Where'd my mouse go? Oh my god. Oh man, there's some days that I think I have everything like all lined up, ducks in a row, and I still, for some reason, I cannot do anything. Uh, well, I'm all tabbing, and it won't let me. Oh man! Now I got the visual, but I can't click anything. What the heck? Oh my god! Okay, you know what? I hate to do this, peoples. I think my computer's gone a little haywire. I tried to do an update earlier, but it was like really slow, so I canceled out, and now I think it's still messed up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reconvene in about 5 minutes. So I'm ending stream now, and I'll come back in 5. Sorry about this, Keeners. Oh man, I always know when I'm how the world reacts to me in a day is how the rest of the world reacts to me in a day. I got crashed into by a pool by so many people, and now this. So I'm just like, ah. All right, I'm ending stream temporarily. I'm back in 5. I'll see you guys at 9:40 PST.